Hello, everyone. I wanted to give you a quick market analysis out in Pataskala, Ohio, as I'm sitting here at an open house today. So, Pataskala, Ohio is on the east side of Columbus, Ohio. It is still within 30 minutes of downtown Columbus or the surrounding area of downtown Columbus. If we see here, it's really close to Etna, Ohio, Kirkersville. It's not too far from New Albany, and obviously Reynoldsburg, Columbus. It's not too far from those, or Westerville, Groveport, Pickerington, Black Lake Estates. Also, not that far from places like Buckeye Lake if you enjoy fishing and things of that nature. But I did want to jump in and go over the market analysis of things that you should know about Pataskala, Ohio, before taking the dive and just picking a place and moving out here. So the market analysis for Pataskala, Ohio, has changed a little over the past year. As we see here, we are getting quite a few more listings on the market out in Pataskala, Ohio. Right now there is 68 active listings in Pataskala. 59 of those are new listings. 44 are sold listings as well. List price out in Pataskala, Ohio, does kind of follow that curve that has been seen in Central Ohio for the most part, where you don't see a lot of market fluctuation, and that's the average median list price. Right now in Pataskala, Ohio, sits at $414,950. The absorption rate, which is kind of the amount of inventory that's in the market, and if no new inventory was added, kind of based on market trend, how long that inventory would last. If we look here last year in May, that inventory was at 1.48%, versus if we look over here in April of this year, we were sitting at about 2.18 months of inventory on the market. Sold to list ratio, this is just reflecting the sell price versus the list price. If we look over here, back in May of last year, things were selling for about 99.7% of lists. If we go out to June, it was selling over list. If we go down here to December, it was selling at 93% of lists. And if we look at April, it's selling at 97.5% of lists. The next thing we're going to look at is kind of the days on the market to get something sold out here in Pataskala, Ohio. So if we look here back in May of last year, it was taking about 15.2 days to have a house go into contract. As we can see, this time on the market has increased since June of last year when it was at 12.9. July went up to 16. August went up to 24 days. September, 27 days. 28 days in October. November went down a little bit because people were shopping for their Christmas homes. It was at 23 days. December went up to 37. January went down to 27. Back in February, we did get a little bit of snow and stuff here in Central Ohio, so it was at 48 days. And since then, as we can see, it is starting to trail back down. Still, the average time on the market in Pataskala, Ohio, is sitting at about 34 and a half days. So if we look at the Pataskala, Ohio housing market, April of 2025, the average home value in Pataskala is at $383,243, which is up 1.7% from last year. The median sell price in Pataskala, Ohio, is at $390,000, which is up 5.2% from last year. And the median price per square foot in Pataskala right now is at $181 a square foot, which is down 5.7% from last year. So that's an important thing to remember. In the month of April, 35 homes were sold in Pataskala, Ohio, which is up from 27 homes sold in April of last year. Homes take an average of 44 days to sell. Last year, they took about 34 days to sell. And then this next little part just kind of breaks out the various neighborhoods, if you will, that Pataskala has to offer, and kind of where those list prices are based on those neighborhoods. Beechwood Trails is over 400,000. Glen Meadows is the mid twos. East Broad Street is the upper twos. East is 336. Old Orchard is 315. Independence Village is 279, and Greenbrier Farms is 347,000. So do keep all these things in mind, guys. The market is kind of loosening up a little bit, so it is a great time if you are a buyer to get out in the market, see what's out there, see if anything really catches your eye. Because oftentimes right now those sellers are willing to negotiate a little bit, and you can usually get it a little bit under list price if you try. But if you need any help, don't be afraid to reach out. My number is 614-397-7353. My name is Ben Bailey. I am with Century 21 Capital Gold. I'd be happy to assist you with your home buying process. If you need help, I'd be happy to sell you with your selling process if you need help as well. Thanks, and have a great day.